Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Akbar Rizky Adriansyah. I'm from Management Business Sharia 21B IP International Program. So today I will fulfill the foundation of Islamic economics assignment for midterm. Then let me explain about the COVID-19 and our economy. So, what happened and why? The decline in global economic condition is in an alarming condition. How could the COVID-19 pandemic that will flare up in 2022 be enough to make the global economy anxious? Not only Indonesia is affected, but the whole world can feel it. With condition like this, it's hope that there will be cooperation to mutually build social order to support economic improvement after the pandemic ends. So the next is, do you think this event can affect the Indonesian economic? Yeah, this event will have the risk of greatly affecting the economy in Indonesia. How could it not? Indonesia is currently in a period of massive infrastructure development and a government program that seek to increase our GDP per capita to improve the country's economic status. With the emergence of the COVID-19 pandemic, all economic growth will hampered because the economic cycle is very slow. Because everyone is encouraged to work from home. Then, what contribution can Islamic economics and finance make to this problem? The contribution that can be made by the Sharia economic system in Islam is to encourage all levels of society to advance the wheels of the economy by transacting with the provision of Islamic Sharia, which are expected not to harm any party in carrying it out. Islamic economic also plays a role as a bulwark for the world economy in maintaining stability. The bulwark mean the walls, the last the last hope for the economic in COVID-19 condition. So Islamic economics and finance can make a significant contribution to economic recovery after the COVID-19 pandemic. Some solution that Islamic economics and finance can offer are as follows. The first is zakat, infaq, and alms. This can be used as a source of direct cash assistance for people affected by the pandemic, especially those below the poverty line. This can also help strengthen social solidarity and reduce economic disparities in society. Then the next one is wakaf, can be used to support the health, education, and infrastructure sector, which are priorities in handling the pandemic. Wakaf can also take the form of money products or sukuk, which can increase people productivity and welfare. Then the next one is Qadrul Hasan or interest-free loans, can be an alternative financing for micro, small, and medium enterprises which are experiencing liquidity difficult due to the pandemic. Qadrul Hasan can help the MSMEs, the MSMEs survive and develop without being burdened with high interest charge. Then the Islamic economic and financial literacy can be improved to increase public awareness and participation in using Islamic economic and financial product and services. Literacy can also help people understand the principle of Islamic economics and finance in accordance with ethical, moral, religious values. So the next one is Sharia financial technology or Sharia fintech, can be developed to facilitate access and distribution of Islamic economic and financial products and services quickly, easily, and cheaply. Sharia fintech can also help overcome financial inclusion problems and create new business opportunities in digital era. So in this way, Islamic economics and finance can provide comprehensive, inclusive, and sustainable solution to overcome the problem of declining economic activity due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So, the next is what policies can be implemented by country or central bank or relevant institution to resolve this problem. Yeah, the first step that must be immediately realized by the government is to provide the widest possible outreach to general public about the importance of maintaining one's own health in order to avoid the negative impacts of COVID-19. To resolve economic problems resulting from the COVID-19 pandemic, various policy can be implemented by the state, central bank, and related institution. The following are some examples of policies that can be implemented. So the first is fiscal policy, namely policies related to state expenditure and revenues, including budget, taxes, and debt. Fiscal policy can be used to provide fiscal stimulus for people and business affected by the pandemic, for example, by providing social assistance, and then subsidies, incentive, tax reduction, and etc. Financial policy can also be used to fund COVID-19 health and vaccination program. And then the next one is monetary policy, namely policies relating to the money supply, interest rates, exchange rates, and credit. Monetary policy can be used to maintain macroeconomics and financial stability, for example, by reducing benchmark interest rates, intervening in the rupiah exchange rate, controlling inflation, and providing liquidity for banking and the business around the world. Then the next is real sector policies, namely policies related to the production, distribution, consumption of goods and services. Real sector policies can be used to encourage economic growth and recovery of strategic. There are many sectors affected by the pandemic, for example, by gradually and measurably opening economic sectors, accelerating digital transformation, increasing competitiveness in production, and strengthen in national supply chains. So the next one is social policies, namely policies related to the welfare and social protection of society. Social policies can be used to reduce the social and psychological impact of the pandemic, for example, by providing job protection for formal, informal workers who are laid off of reduced working hours, providing psychosocial, guidance, providing psychosocial guidance for people experiencing stress or trauma due to the pandemic, and increasing community participation in prevention and dealing with COVID-19. So the last one is, what are your projections regarding this problem in the future? Right? The COVID-19 pandemic will end sooner or later. The wheels of the economic will turn again. It will take sufficient time to return economic condition to normal. But of course, we all hope that the economic throughout the world will soon recover and revive, with the general public obeying health protocol COVID-19. The sooner we will resolve the difficult economic times in this pandemic era. Not just one or two people, but the whole world will feel the impact. So after the economy starts to turn around slowly, social life will return as recover as before. Okay, then maybe only that thing that I will tell you about the COVID-19 with correction about our economics in Indonesia. So I'm sorry if I have a lot of mistake. Then thank you very much for watching and always supporting me. Maybe we will see you next time. So see you later. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.